Man, it's the Baby Stunner, man. 1200 money. You already know who it is, what it does, and why I'm here, man. Make sure you tune in to Smack Life TV for you get smack, man. Big 1200, man. Hey.
Smack Life with the trees, living like a layman.
It's the Baby Stunner, man. 1200 money. You know, triple threat, artist, model, actor, etc. You know, not for real.
Good to sit down with somebody finally, you know.
Man, appreciate you for even having me here. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. Thank you.
Where does the entertainment side start for you? Do it start with the music? Or do it start with the modeling or the etc.? Like where it start for you?
It starts with the music for me. Coming from a group, Tyler Fly was a group which originated around 1200, which is no Capitol Street, Side House. Me and my homies. Shout out Flacco, shout out Trapstar Louis, shout out Lucy, shout out Slando, shout out J.O., shout out E, shout out 1200 Fees, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. But just getting back to where it originated from, it originated from just the music. And everything kinda snowballed from there. Starting with the music, I've been doing music for a while. I'm on like my 8th independent album after I got signed after my first show. So,
for real?
Yeah, for real.
Shit, all right, hold on. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Where you originally from?
I'm from here. I'm from the DMV. Well, my mom was from New Jersey, right? So she moved down here when she was probably like 14. I'm sorry, about 15, 16. My father from Southeast. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He went to Eastern, and my uncle went to Eastern. All that side of the family from Southeast. So, of course, I used to live in Maryland. I used to live in Chillum Heights. So shout out to everybody around Chillum Heights, Suitland, Round Hill Park. You know what I'm saying? But you know. Life, man, you know what I'm saying? Life, you go on a journey, and just a lot of times as young black men, you know, we venture off into different neighborhoods, different cities, different states. But for me, I went to school in Washington, D.C., you know what I'm saying? But I was living in Maryland, so you gotta just imagine, like, all of my friends in the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually catching a bus from out Maryland, Suitland, to downtown. I went to a charter school in Northwest. Called the Marriott, got best dressed, most popular, you know what I'm saying? All that. So I was always... like, you know what I'm saying, always a popular person, you know what I'm saying? Just going around there with my friends, my best friend being from, he's from the border, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, my girl was from around there too. My uncle's also from the neighborhood. My uncle's from the neighborhood, and it's funny because now my mom's husband, he's from here too, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how, I don't know how the universe worked that one. And my sister, her dude is from it, so it's just like it's weird, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, starting off with the music, starting around there, I got popping in that's the real difference between me and a lot of people. It was just I got popping in my neighborhood first before the internet. Like I wasn't even on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like just so happened. Just how you see me now, I always been like this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to tell me to go on the internet. Somebody had to tell me, you need to be on the internet, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Man, my people's like, internet, man, we ain't doing we ain't taking no pictures and all. You know what I'm saying? All that. So it took a while for me to even, you know what I'm saying, accept the fact that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this comes with, you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle that, you know what I'm saying, we living at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
How you adjust? Like moving with it.
With everything going on? Yeah. It's funny because it's like not everybody asked me that, but everybody kind of probably wonder that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Again, I come from a real neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I was saying, it was like me just going back to me venturing off. I'm 12, 13 in the city by myself. My dad played a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up going to the feds when I was probably like 11, you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm outside, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the time and the age where you need your dad, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, man, you know what I'm saying, the streets really was, you know what I'm saying, was like, you know, a lot of my friends that have dads, or their dads are in the same situations as me, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, it ain't even about, you know what I'm saying, when nobody from, or just, you know what I'm saying, or any of the politics. It's just like, damn, like, we all going through the same, you know what I'm saying, same thing. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure this out. We all playing basketball. We supporting our own selves. I'm talking about my homies in the city, all around every hood. I got homies in every hood, in every city, and like in my city, every hood. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you bonding. You with somebody every day. You know what I'm saying? We feeding each other. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out. We swapping shoes out. This that. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, we getting older now. You know what I'm saying? And you know the you know, things change. You know what I'm saying? So you know, everybody start venturing off doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're like, man, you going back home early? It's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It got to that. It got to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though it was late in my hood, out Sula, it's everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. It's just different. It's just different with, you know, in 1200. It's different around there. You know what I'm saying? And everybody around there embraced me. I got family around there, so it's like it was just different. You know what I'm saying? And again, everybody around there seen me come from really nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? Having kids around there, moving around, actually outside. Actually, people can say, "Oh yeah, I seen Holmes." You know what I'm saying? Stand on whatever he stand on, or believe or whatever he believe in. You know what I'm saying? So, and just to go back to your question, like how I'm moving with all this, it was like I was always kind of like, it was always lit for me. You know what I'm saying? I was always wearing jewelry, always moving around, always rapping. You know what I'm saying? In my hood, so it was like it was real beef going on between just different people. So it's like you still got to be moving a certain way. You still got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's like I feel like it's more eyes on me. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm in movies. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm in Fashion Week and all this shit. So it's like, you know, I come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. So it's like I'm definitely gonna move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like all this is, you know, a lot of this is new to me. But I seen myself. Everything I'm doing right now, I seen in my head before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? I seen this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already knowing how to move with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for everything I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just moving. I'm, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that reach a certain level of anything, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's definitely a lot of research going in or had about how to keep or obtain what you know what I'm saying, or what you got or what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so going back to you guys signed after your first show.
Yeah.
How that go down?
Like I said, bro, like on some, like I tell anybody this, bro, like if you really say who you are, if you really are who you say you are, you know what I'm saying, like in all ways, and I do mean that respectfully, like people gonna notice that, you know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying in my rhymes, I'm saying I'm this, I'm saying that, I'm saying I'm moving around a certain way, I'm saying all the people know me, I'm saying all the females know me, I'm saying I'm wearing this, I'm saying I'm wearing that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying that.
Right.
I'm really saying, I'm really outside. People that actually see me come outside in the building in the projects with real drip on, pull up in real cars, you know what I'm saying, wear real jewelry, so it's like, and do real things, so it's like, and have real situations go on, completely not entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and again, I'm probably one of the first young dudes in my hood that took this shit to a certain, you know what I'm saying, level. So it's like my first show, like again, like to keep it all the way honest with you, bro, like I said, we've been lit in my hood. Like my peers are like older guys, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they was putting me in studios around my way, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger. One of my big homies heard me rapping, he was like, oh nah, and you know what I'm saying, we gonna figure this out, you know what I'm saying, and put me in the studio the next morning, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my homies was top rank, you know what I'm saying? So it's like dealing with that, we didn't really know the business side of it. Nobody know the business. You know what I'm saying? We just knew we really was living like that. We knew we was really fly, and we wanted to rap about that. We all can rap, you know what I'm saying? We all can rap. So I just so happened to be like the forefront, like, you know what I'm saying? I was already rapping prior to me even moving around my way. I was rapping with my god brother Adon, you know what I'm saying? I've been rapping South Park like 13, 14, like recording my first song, you know what I'm saying? So going back to after I got my first deal, it was like I went to my show. I brought the whole hood with me, literally, like you know what I'm saying. We ran a stretch Hummer. Again, I'm young at the time. My big homie like, man, what you want to pull up there? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about Ferrari, Lambo. I'm like, bro, I don't want to do all that. I want everybody to come and support me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm still living around there. So like, I'm about to pull up in a Lambo and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I get the Hummer, everybody come. I got my homies with me. I got homies with me that was so young they couldn't get in the club, but they still came, waiting in the Hummer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, for real. So that was my first show. I hop out the Hummers later. I got my drip on, this, that, everything. I go to the door. I see my mother at the door. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got something better than that. I kill a show soon after I'm talking about right after my performance. People walking up to me, hey, I want to talk to you. Call me Monday. This and that. The leader show, my daughter was born. You know what I'm saying? So her name Music. The same night. You know what I'm saying? So I got a daughter named Music. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I got signed my first contract. And I told them really, and me looking back at it, you know what I'm saying? It was real, just like, I ain't gonna say distasteful to me, but just, you know what I'm saying, real just arrogant to me. You know what I'm saying? I told them, you know, I wasn't gonna sign no contract unless you gave my homie a contract. You know what I'm saying? They did though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I pride myself in just, you know, being who I say I am. You know what I'm saying? And keeping my word like a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So nobody can ever say, oh yeah, Money stood on all his business. You know what I'm saying? And still do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got my first record deal. But I pride myself in just, like I said, being a man. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I'm at, I can be in Florida, I can be in Tennessee, I can be in District of Columbia, I can be in Maryland. I'm still gonna be the same person. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think a lot of it comes from my upbringing, because I told you my father did a little time, but you gotta think, when I was young, I was hood rich. When I was young, I always was like this. So like when you see me, it's almost like it's natural. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put on no front. I ain't trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, act. This is really me. I've been like this. You know what I'm saying? So I've been, you know what I'm saying? I'm accustomed to a lot of things. Like, I don't come from the struggle. I respect it though. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? More importantly. So, but again, I was always in the ghettos, always in the projects with the fly shit on. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I grew up. My father from the south side. So most of my family from the south side. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't hearing none of that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they punching me out, going to my body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, I wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Even my God Rose, I got plenty of family, so it's like, I think my upbringing, like I ain't just raised like the average person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This definitely, I got my first deal after that. After that, it's, you know, that shit was like, after your first deal, man, you understand the record business. They learn you real quick when you after your first deal. You know what I'm saying? Not for real, because it was like, after that deal, it was like, I understood business. I understood I was a brand. I wasn't like necessarily a person. So then, you know, it's business though. You know what I'm saying? So I think my first deal, I was like immature. I wasn't really understanding the business. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is a business. Like, it ain't even personal. You know what I'm saying? I was taking shit personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming from a different place. You know what I'm saying? These people telling me they don't want me hanging around certain people. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a struggle. So I was like, but I'm not understanding it for my better good. You know what I'm saying? I still went against that. I still went against, like, you know what I'm saying, them, you know what I'm saying? They came to my first show. You know what I'm saying? You seen, I got them guys with me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they like, you know, well, you know, we understand it, but you know what I'm saying? You know, they're giving me that talk, so it's like, I understand it, but it's like, I can't just diss all my guys. I can't just, like, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, I ain't hanging with y'all no more. That ain't what the contract for, you know what I'm saying? That's not in the contract, you know what I'm saying? So at some point, you do got to stand on your word, and sometimes, again, it may take you longer, but at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying, it feels better when you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I ain't never did nothing funny style to get to a certain place or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I really stood on my 10, and I don't mind what nobody do to get what they got to get. But as far as me, I'm still gonna be able to call my friend and say, hey, bro, what's up? And they answer. You know what I'm saying? From day one. So it's like, you know, and I pride myself on, like I said, standing, being who I say I am at all times. You know what I'm saying? But again, the transition is you know, I'm transitioning. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, how you get into the? So you in a lot, bro.
Yeah.
So how that situation come, bro?
First and foremost, man, shout out to Polo, bro. Shout out to Polo. Shout out to Uno. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to Diego. All them niggas got O's in the end of their name, if you notice that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole crew, man. I call them the green screen team. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, the big screen team. You know what I'm saying? Because we always in the big screen. Like, literally. Like, I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Polo. But I was in the Kingz of DC. So I had a small part in it. You know what I'm saying? I was actually performing. I was performing.
Oh yeah, you definitely was.
I was performing. Yeah, I was in Kingz of DC. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. So I had got the call to be in Kingz of DC. I had to go to Vegas like right after that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was really like pressed for time for real, because I had to really leave that night and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Polo and my manager, they like real good friends. I've been seeing Polo like for years. I just never was like, I never just talked to him though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he, you know what I'm saying? Now we cordial, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't the type of person you just like and just walk up on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he knew what I was doing, he know this is my manager friend. So he, of course, he know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't just the type of person I can just, he ain't the, you know what I'm saying? He's in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just walk up on him like that. You know what I'm saying? So but I didn't even know, I always was cool with him. I never knew even knew he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, I guess we started. I forget how we. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is my manager dog. So of course we gonna chop it up like men anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I always spoke. We always spoke. He always was cordial. So it's like we spoke, and my manager like, it's a movie. I want you to explain it. So I'm like, shit, bet let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no question. But you gotta realize too, like, prior to that, I had wrote 2 movies, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already eager to even see how this shit is gonna go, even just as a from his perspective, not just from me being in it and being geek. I want to see how y'all doing this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? To see the politics and the mechanics and what the fuck is going on. So I did that. I admired him so much about this shit, because it takes a lot to do that. It takes a lot to put your mind to that, to shoot a movie independent. You know what I'm saying? Using your own bread. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know how we are sometimes. Our time. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, bro.
Just saying that shit, bro, and respecting that shit so much, bro. Like, I was like, damn, like, me being a creative and actually seeing him manifest what he want to do is just some of the greatest shit I've ever seen a black man do. You know what I'm saying? This is positive. He ain't stealing and robbing from nobody. He actually building some shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit is going super good because it's organic, and he got everything. He did everything with good intentions. That's why this shit's going like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after that, I promoted the Kingz of DC shit so crazy because I believed in that shit. Like, we from here, bro. Like, this is something for our city. This ain't. If I give a fuck if I got a big role in it or not, bro. This shit is a good look for our town. That's how I look at shit, bro. I'm a team player. I ain't just like no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it gotta just be about me. Like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's I never was like that. You know what I'm saying? So I respected that shit so much. I respected the grind. I respected his mind so much. Like, as a player, as a boss, like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm a boss. I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. Like, that's fly.
Yeah.
That's fly. Like, that's some real nigga shit. Like, that's some shit that need to be commended. We from DC. We really from here. We really live. You know what I'm saying? We really. Not even DC. I'm gonna say DC PG. Shout out to VA. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the majority of the movie was in PG DC. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna say DC PG. And I love VA. Shout out to VA Tanner, my dog. History, St. Patrick. Shout out to all them out there in VA. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tied up. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere for real. But it's like, as far as the DC and Maryland, man, that shit was a great look, bro. Like, because this is the first glimpse we get to see, a real glimpse of how this shit really going on and hit on. You know what I'm saying? And not a real glimpse, but just like, you know what I'm saying, the idea of what's going on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as the Kingz of DC, so it's like, I respected that shit so much. I promoted the shit out of that jump. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the first movie in DC that kind of shows us how I feel like, you know what, this shit is accurate. This shit is like, you know what I'm saying, this shit accurate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I said, I was in Kingz, DC, which was a phenomenal experience. I learned a lot about just screenwriting, casting, working with different individuals, different people. I did a casting for the lot. I killed it. Me and Waffle Man, so shout out to Waffle Man. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to DJ Got Jokes, man. Shout out to Fat Marco. That nigga Fat Marco funny and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the same with him. It was hard. We did the same like 10 times because everybody kept laughing. I kept laughing. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was fun. That's probably one of the funnest things creatively I've probably ever done. You know what I'm saying? Like ever. I'm in a few other movies about to come out too, so it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely lit.
Talk about your project.
That Baby Stunner, man. That shit fucked the streets up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I know niggas was surprised when I dropped that shit. Yeah, so I dropped that July 5th. That was just like an appetizer, cause I'm about to drop another project. You know what I'm saying? So before that I dropped Emancipation. I recorded that in Vegas. So shout out to Squeeze, Bo, Style and Hustle. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation out there with a one album. It was more than, I can really go out there, it's more than one album, but as far as that, when I went out there was one album, one album situation. But I'm definitely going back out there to handle some more business. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't just live out there. I had to go out there and do what I needed to do and come back and take care of my kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I dropped Emancipation in October 21. So I feel like I was overdue for a new project. You know what I'm saying? That came out July. That got Shelly the MC on it. Production from Mark Henry, Aceto, the whole Wolf Gang. Shout out to the Wolf Gang. Shout out to Wolf Gang Music, my label. Like I say, my label. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Will. Shout out to Ace of Spades. Mark Henry, Aceto, my man Jay World. He did security clearance. And Mike Luns did the Twerk song, which I just performed in Atlanta. That shit went crazy. You know yeah. That shit went crazy. As a matter of fact, make sure you go check out the Baby Stunner. All platforms, that shit going crazy on Apple Music, Spotify, just everywhere. I got other projects out too, so shit going up.
What's your favorite song of that joint?
The Baby Stunner joint?
Yeah.
It gotta probably be the joint with me and Shelly. I ain't gonna lie, that shit gotta go, cause Mark Henry produced it. Yeah. So I gotta think about it. I got a song with Shelly and Mark Henry produced it. She one of my probably favorite. She one of my favorite female MCs from the DMV. Killer Keisha, one of my other favorite artists from the city. Pinky Killer Corn is one of my favorite female artists from the city. Who else? Lavana. Make sure y'all check her out. Lavana. She on her way up. She on her way to the top. Straight up. Her grind super crazy. Who else? Ace of Spades. Super lit. Make sure y'all check her out. It was a few females. Like I said, it's a lot of females. Pinky the rapper. She lit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't want to leave nobody hooked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's lit, like I said, but it's a few female artists from the DMV that I'm definitely going to work with. Like I said, we just getting started. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, tap in. You want to work, whatever the case may be, man. Tap in. Let's get shit done. But shout out to Shelly the MC, man. She definitely came through with a hella fire verse. We're gonna do the video soon too, so I'm gonna figure that out. I got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
How you jump into the model?
I really jumped into the model. I always felt like I was a model. Always felt like I was a model. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just never, you know what I'm saying? Unsubconsciously, that's what I felt like a model. And my guy Noya, he's actually like a New Balance model, Puma model. He got big relationships. He like a big model. Like when you might go downtown and see my man Noya on some shit. Like you might see him on a big ass billboard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I said this the other day, but like as young black men, we need more black men like him. Because I'm gonna tell you what he did. He did some shit that was super powerful, super pushing the envelope, super moving the culture forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just out the blue. I know him since 2014. So out the blue, out the blue. You know what I'm saying? He hit me on IG. Was like, I'm about to start this little network. We're gonna just add you. Fuck it, I'm adding you. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was people just like me in the group. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, so we all networking. Everybody, well, this is what I do. This is what I do. Da, 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 da. How can I help you? How can I help you? And I'm like, damn, like, that's what we need. That's what more black men need. That's what more black people need. We need shit like this. We need people linking up. We need the positive shit. We need people connecting the dots. You know what I'm saying? So in turn, I met the CEO from the road agency in this, you know what I'm saying, networking group. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even tell him I wanted to do modeling. I had seen it because he got so many people that work for him. You know what I'm saying? So not work for him, not like that, but he got a lot of people on his staff. You know what I'm saying? So somebody on the staff had dropped a flyer about something about modeling. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, like, you know what I'm saying, and did it. He seen me. He didn't even. I didn't tell nobody I was doing it. I just went there, did what I had to do. Of course, he has a staff, so everybody had to agree for me to, you know what I'm saying, be in the agency. You know what I'm saying, and I guess everybody said, you know what, we gonna give him a shot, and they did. I'm super grateful for that. So shout out to the whole Road agency, the Road University, the whole everybody, all the female models, all the male models, the whole staff, Big Mama thing. She's like the front office, like she runs the front office of the agency. So that was like 2020. That's when pandemic first hit. So we kind of was on a halt. So, but I was still practicing. I was still going to rehearsal. I was still learning the model game, the ins and outs, the politics, what you got to do, what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like, it was a learning experience first. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to Don Rico. He showed me a whole lot, just as far as being a male model. You know what I'm saying? Just even looking at him, just watching how he move around. You know what I'm saying? So 2021, I got my first publication, which was in the Washington Bridge. It was magnifying DC streetwear. So I got a chance to meet the owner of Madness. Well, the owner of Madness, his daughter, her name was Chloe. Her name was Kirkin Chloe on IG, so make sure you follow her. She gave me the opportunity to wear some of the most nostalgic, most vintage Madness clothes, whether it be pieces from the 70s and 80s and 90s that you can never wear again, never find again. You know what I'm saying? That was my first publication. That shit was lit. It was in the magazine, it was in the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? That was 2021. After that, I was in a Vogue magazine for a Reservoir Dogs shoot. I just been in magazines like shit, but after that, I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, hella magazines, hella publications, you know what I'm saying? Super grateful. I just did New York Fashion Week like last month, so that was like on my bucket list. It wasn't even on like it wasn't even like, I'm always thinking highly of myself, you know what I'm saying? That came unexpected. I ain't gonna lie, that shit came unexpected. Like I'm in New York Fashion Week, bro. I'm walking in New York, and I'm talking about like the show was packed. I'm just like, damn, I'm really here. This shit really happening. So that's probably the only time I felt like, damn, like I feel like, damn, like this. I kind of felt like not starstruck, but just I felt like, you know, like, damn, I'm really I'm getting butterflies. I'm seeing all these people, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this ain't like no real show. This like a, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really watching how you walk, how you move, your facial expression, all this shit. So it's like, I loved it though, you know what I'm saying? I met so many people. So shout out to Ray Productions. Shout out to Kenya. Big shout out to Kenya. DJ Astro. And the whole Cecil in Harlem on 118th Street in Harlem. So the whole staff, super dope, super friendly, super, everything was perfect, bro. I can't even lie. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, everything was perfect, bro. Champagne was perfect, the food was perfect, drinks was perfect. Everything was dope, you know what I'm saying? I supposed to have went back up there last Saturday, but I got booked for a show in Atlanta, so, it was all good. I told them, you know what I'm saying, what it was, and they saluted me, even referenced people for me to meet in Atlanta, so, you know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.